Hey, good day to you all who are interested in matters of some traditional artillery stuff. I was asked if I could make a video about a SPG 9 in direct mode. So I promised with the direct mode that I will make a video about it, and here it is. Well, what you need is the list of the modes I'm going to list with this video, and the SPG 9M. You know that in indirect mode we usually shoot only high explosive fragmentation grenades, which with the SPG 9 it is called OG9V. Put one on the ground, and when it is put, well, you must understand that this is not really a recoilless gun. It is a rocket prepared whatever, so it needs to be assembled. It's pretty complex thing. Anyway, you just assemble it, load it into the tube. In reality, you somehow open the back with that mechanism and put in this thing, and now it is loaded. Well, also you need the range table for the OG9V. There is no range table the PG9V and the PG9V anti, because they are anti-tank weapons. You see that with the maximum elevation you get to about 4,500 meters, and not very accurately do so. Anyway, with the SPG9 you are not going to use aiming circles because it is a field weapon, and you will be pretty close to the line of contact with this weapon, and I don't think you want to mess around with aiming circles, or it is practical to mess around with aiming circles with this orient this weapon. So what you need to do is to orient your weapon on a orientation point. What you look around and find something what is well defined, somewhat vertical, and you can easily and far enough. I mean, the further away the more accurate you get, but well, a couple of 100 meters is just fine. So let's take that little house over there. Let's look at it. Let's check on the map which one. Yeah, it's this house. You see, I'm talking about this house. So let's take the eastern edge as our orientation point. What we need is the azimuth to our orientation point from our position. For that, what we need is the map tool. This small should be enough. And on the SPG, and let's measure an azimuth to our orientation point. Something like that. You see, it's 58, 10, 20, 58, 24, 58. 10, 20, and here you have the small digits, and if whatever aligns with the blue line, like the 4 aligns perfectly, so it's 58, 24. Let's take a note of that. That is 58, 24. So our orientation point is 58, 24 mils. Not mils, but mils. Yeah, good. What else you need? Obviously you need a target. Well, let's shell this power plant, and this is our target. Okay, you see, but it's about 1 kilometer, one of the square, so it is 3,000 whatever. So you need to be within 4,500 meters if you want to get to that target. You need a bigger map tool, and let's see our orientation for that. Oh yeah, let's stand on to the target. That's pretty much like that. You see, it is 55, 6, 7, 8, 59, 59.0, 59.0 for 590 mils. 590 mils. How about the distance? We need to be within 4500. I hope it is within 4500. It must be 4100 meters. 4100 meters distance, and the elevation is, so this is the 10 line, this is the 10, and it is a little bit higher, like, well, it is 10 but not 12 yet, so it is 11 meters. 11 meters, the elevation. All I need. My own position is about, you see, this is the I guess this is the, that one is the 10 line, so 8, yeah, my elevation must be, that is a 15, so my elevation should be what, 3 meters, 3 meters, the elevation. Okay, so now that I know the azimuth to my orientation point, and I know the azimuth to the target, I can set my, well, sight, because the SPG9 has two sights, a direct sight, just like every other gun, any gun, which has two modes. This is the anti-tank mode, and this is the high explosive mode. But with the plus key again, if you push the plus minus key, the plus, if you push it again, you get to the well, aiming circle, or it's pretty much like the mortar or anything. You bring up the scale, because it is rotating just as any other aiming circle. When it shows 300 up here, you see it's 3000. That means you are looking exactly forward, where the barrel is looking. And when you're trying to, when we start to rotate it, add some reading to your sight. That means your sight is rotating left. When you're decreasing its reading, you are rotating right, and you are rotating the sight independently from the barrel. And basically what you are doing here is you are measuring declination from the barrel, and using that, you know, if I set my sight that with the declination of looking my sight here, my barrel will be looking at the target. How do I do that? Well, with the good old artillery formula. You have your formula here. This is the formula what you use, that your sight azimuth on the orientation should be your initial sight reading on your orientation, plus the azimuth of the target minus initial orientation of your barrel. Well, it sounds complex, but bear with me, it's not really that difficult. So what I do now is I rotate my SPG on my, yes, you see it's over there, my orientation point. And I know that the orientation point is, what was that, 5824. So now I can do everything. My sight reading on that orientation is how much? 3000. So 3000. My sight reading on the orientation. The azimuth of my target was, how much that was? 590 meters. 300 plus the azimuth of my target was 590 mils, and minus the initial orientation. Well, what is my barrel's orientation? My barrel is looking exactly where my sight is looking, which is 5824. So 300 plus 590, it is my azimuth to the target, and minus my initial orientation, which was with the barrel, which was 5824. Now what you need to do here is basically to do the math. 3000 plus 590 minus 5824, and you get to minus 2234. The result is that equals minus 2234, but don't be scared because you get negative azimuth, because if with this formula you get a negative value, what you do is you just simply add 6000. With the positive values you don't do anything, but with the negative values you add 6000, so your final result is 3766. So that should be your sight reading here should be set to 3766, and if you're looking at that sight reading to your orientation point, your barrel will be pointing exactly to your target, which is 590 mils. I hope you understand, and let's do it. 3766. So what I do is I set my sight to 3766, 34, 36, 37, 66, and I rotate my SPG to that. Wonderful. Good. So you see, now what I'm looking at is that is my rotating optics, and if I'm looking at the straight optics, let's check if we can do a little cheat here, because if I set a custom waypoint here, you see, I will see it in the optics. So let's go to the indirect, and you see 4.1 kilometer, and I'm exactly seeing that. So I'm pretty much, I did my job well. I pointed my barrel exactly to the target. So I need to know the elevation. Well, I am not going to disappoint you with the precise calculation. I'm just 4,100 meter. The elevation is 314. Let's start with that, and let's not do the meteorological whatever elevation. We have some elevation difference, which is what we have for elevation change for 100 meter. Elevation difference should be 4 mil, so we have 1 meter, so it's 0.4 mil. It's not really that important, but let's see the wind. Well, we have a pretty strong tailwind, so instead of let's just subtract some from the 314 mils. Yeah, what was that? 314 mils, I guess. Range table, what was that? 4,100, 314, like pi. Exactly, you got pi. Anyway, with the page up and the page down, you set it is again your sight. Now we are setting the sight as the sight elevation, and then we are raising the barrel. The bubble will be level 314 mils. And now I'm raising the gun, and here I'm raising only the barrel, you see, and I'm raising the barrel at one time. The vertical bubble will just start moving, and you see as it is moving, when it is in the middle, my elevation should be at 314, and so it is. Now I'm with the mouse, because you are doing here with everything with the mouse, not the buttons, not the keys. I'm setting the elevation right, I'm setting that right. I open the console, and let's switch on the auto load and the bullet cam to see what we did, and let's fire. Everything is set. 314, 3766. Wonderful. Let's fire. So there it flies. I had to mess with the MO config that it will, because somehow it exploded on its own after 8 seconds. Now it lives for 60 seconds. You see, well, that is just about a little short. You see, but basically we did a good job, I think. That's how the SPG is used in direct mode. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful day. Bye.